All right, no intro today. I messed it up. Anyway, all right. So January 15 today, we just had the CPI release, and we had a huge move from up here to the. We hit the 20-day point of control. Then we kept going. We hit that other imbalance target that we had from a few days ago, the 59.77, and now we are accepting here. We have I had marked this red area as a resistance. We paused here, and then there was a huge volume spike that came in. Lots of orders came in, and then we broke through that resistance, and now we're trading above the 21 EMA and above the 20. I'm below the 20 daily moving average. We have the monthly pivot here. We have the 50 moving average. So what do I do? So now we have this area where we previously sold from, that we left some single prints. I have them marked here between 60.06 and 60.28. We have single prints from this session right here. We had the spike down. We left those single prints. So we gotta see if we still have sellers here. So we're likely gonna test into this area, into the 6,000 area. The monthly pivot is here, and it's also providing some resistance. So just because we're accepting inside value for this session right here, I'm thinking that we're at least gonna test that 6,000 and see if those sellers are still there. If they're still there, we're likely gonna come back down and retest that 59.50 and see if that holds, or if we come back into the low part of this distribution to repair some of this poor structure, right? Like on this spike, we did have we did leave a bunch of poor structure. You can see here some gaps, another gap here, bunch of gaps, right? It skipped through a bunch of prices. So market likes to retest these areas, the scene of the crime, we call them. So just put a mark here and call it, I'm using the wrong line, hold on. Anyway, I'm gonna mark that as the scene of the crime. Where was this? 59. 59.01. So that's the CPI SOC. All right, so I don't know what the hell I did. I'll fix it later. But anyway, my point is that we have all this poor structure, and but it's not gonna be easy to go back and take this whole move and repair that whole move. But I'll just mark it there so that we know that that's a target in the case that we reject this upper prices. So I mean, it's kind of hard to know exactly, to tell exactly, what's gonna happen. Like we can seize the areas where we have most of the volume, most of the participation, and now we're seeing a lot of volume here, meaning we're accepting prices. We also have a lot of volume here from before, and then 59.50. So we know that this is acceptance. So we can expect some trading in this area. And after a 100-point spike, it's gonna take some energy to keep moving higher. So we might need a little bit of a pause and retest lower to see if this is actually gonna hold or not. So have the levels there that I posted. If in the case that we move higher, the first target is this monthly pivot, and then the single prints between 06 and 28, and then above that we have the spike, and we have a little bit of volume here at 60.36. So in the case we repair all those single prints, 60.36 is the target. Now if we start seeing sellers and below the 59.50, then I'm gonna be looking for value area low from this session right here to see if that one holds. If we get below that one, then I'm gonna be looking for a move down to the bottom side of this range, 59.30-ish, and then see if that holds. If it doesn't hold, then we're likely gonna go back, fill the gap, and go back and retake this whole move. I'm gonna keep it short today because I haven't had breakfast, and gold, crude oil still very similar to yesterday. You can see that it's attempting to move lower, but this area that I mentioned is still holding. So we want to see this 75.80 hold, and then we're consolidating here, see if we have another leg higher. And gold just moved up on this CPI report also, but the point of control is still here, so we have a nice distribution that's forming here. So on a move down, 26.80 is the target. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if we have any. Oh, we had some bank earnings earlier. We have Goldman Sachs at 9:30. We have some Fed speaking, crude oil inventories, more Fed speaking later. Citigroup earnings at 11. Fed speaking at 12. So we have a lot of triggers that could have this day be very volatile and keep the volatility up. All right, good luck.